Hi, everybody. And you all know how important my diet is and how often we eat and how much we eat and what we should be eating. And of course, this is important for adults, but all adults were children at one point. Our eating habits start when we are young. Our eating habits start ever since we're little babies. So it gives me great pleasure actually to pass on some of everything that I've learned about how to eat, when to eat, what to eat with pediatricians. And the pediatricians are going to help us teach our children to start eating properly at a young age, because these are all habits that they're going to develop, and these habits will become adult habits. So we need to teach them from a young age how to eat, what to eat, how much to eat, and develop that as part of their lifestyle. This is going to be so important for this next generation. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you a pediatrician here in Orlando who works locally with children, teaching them how to eat. And her name is Manisha Tailor. And she really knows her recipes. She really cooks these herself too. So she will be able to help the parents, because ultimately we have to teach our children. And let's get them started on the right path, the right path of health. And it's not just the health. You will notice that these kids will even perform better in school. They'll behave better. You will see unbelievable changes, because the way you are, the way you think, the way you even get around doing all your things depends on your chemistry. When your chemistry is not right, you're going to have sick syndrome. Sick syndrome means you just want to crawl into a corner and you're going to be dejected, not want to do anything. You don't want to learn anything new. You're not excited. You don't want to go out. It's a reflection of your chemistry in your body. See, it's not just about the mind, it's your chemistry. So these kids, when they get onto this right path of eating the right stuff and the right amounts, they are going to be amazing. You're going to bring out the best in their behavior, their learning abilities, their personalities, and the health. So let's embrace this. And I want to thank Manisha for helping us to do this, because we're also going to do a lunch for you all, show you what to cook, how to cook, make it convenient. So let's get on with it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Manisha Tailor, and I'm a practicing pediatrician in Orlando, and I've been in practice for 9 years. Today, we're going to hit some very easy breakfast recipes that we can make since the start of the school year is coming up. These are super easy. You can even prep them the night before. They're loaded with vitamins, fiber, calcium, everything you need for a growing child. The first thing we're going to make today is chia pudding. The reason why I really like chia pudding is, one, it's super easy to make. You can even prep it the night before. And two, it's loaded with fiber, which is something that's notoriously missing in the American diet. So to make this, it's super easy. You just use milk of choice. I have grass-fed whole milk here, and chia seeds. Optional add-ins that you can add for extra fiber is inulin, which is an insoluble fiber. You can also add some ground cinnamon and a pinch of ground cardamom for extra flavor. And you can even top this with any berries, fruits, any nuts, whatever makes you happy. So to start with this, all you need is 3 tablespoons of chia seeds. So the ratio when you make this is 3 tablespoons of chia seeds for 1 cup of milk. You can use any type of milk. You can even use plant-based milk, your choice. And you just need a large bowl or any type of mixing container to 3 tablespoons of your chia seeds. You can also include 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And this is just going to add a beautiful hint of just natural sweetness. For extra fiber, go ahead and add in some inulin with FOS. And go ahead and add a pinch of that ground cardamom. I like this because it adds a freshness and a little hint of natural sweetness as well. Next is the milk. Go ahead and add in 1 cup of milk and pour it into your bowl with the chia seeds, and you just mix everything up. You may notice that the chia seeds will clump a little bit, and just keep stirring. The ground cinnamon will start to dissolve, and you'll have a beautiful homogeneous mixture of everything. And then when you're done, go ahead and pop this in the fridge, store it overnight, and then in the morning you'll notice that you'll have a beautiful gel-like pudding consistency with your chia. And you can go ahead and give that a stir because sometimes the chia seeds can clump up overnight. You can top it with anything you would like. You can even do some blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, whatever you would like, pumpkin seeds, ground flax seeds, hemp seeds for extra protein. You can even put some raw, unsweetened cacao nibs for an extra crunch. But please don't add any sugar. That is a no-no. Didn't have time to prep your breakfast last night? I got you. Try this probiotic-rich Kifer, which comes together in literally 2 minutes. All you need for this is Kifer, which is loaded in probiotics, so it's excellent for our gut health, our overall health, our metabolism, and in a lot of people, it does improve immunity. It boosts immunity. It also helps with things like eczema, allergies, and asthma. So to make this, just pour your desired quantity of Kifer in a bowl, and then you can top it with berries to give some natural sweetness. You can also add some ground flaxseed for added omega-3s, some inulin for added fiber, hemp seeds for added protein. You can also toss in any ground spices if you would like cinnamon or cardamom, but please don't add any added sugars. The fruit will give the probiotic, the Kifer, a natural sweetness. And it's ready in 2 minutes. If you have some more time on your hands to make some breakfast, or if you want a fun weekend breakfast, try this omelet. Today we're going to make a 2-egg omelet with some chopped up onions, tomato, and just a few sprigs of cilantro. First, we'll go ahead and crack our eggs into the bowl. And this is a great way to get in some protein as well. Add your tomatoes, cilantro, onions, and some freshly cracked salt and pepper. You can put any seasonings in here that you'd like. This is your omelet, so whatever you would like to do, and go ahead and beat that real well. And you should see that it's starting to get nice and fluffy. And go ahead and heat your pan as well at the same time. In this pan, I've put a few drops of ghee, which is clarified butter. You can also use some olive oil, you can use avocado oil, but please no canola oil, cottonseed oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil. We want to avoid those vegetable oils. And then once your pan is hot, you can heat it to about medium heat. And then when you're ready, go ahead and transfer your omelet mixture to the pan. And it should spread pretty smoothly across the pan. And you want to cook this until the top is pretty much solidified, and then we'll go ahead and flip this. You can pair this with some freshly cut fruit, you can pair it with some Kifer, or you can have it with some sourdough bread. The reason we do recommend sourdough bread is because it's naturally fermented, so you don't get the added active yeast, so it's a lot more gentle on the tummy. It's also fermented, so it's filled with probiotics, which further boosts your immunity. So now our egg is ready. At this point, if you wanted to add some cheese, you can definitely do that, your cheese of choice. And go ahead and fold this omelet over. And you are done. Pair it with some sourdough toast. And you just have made yourself a perfect first-class brunch omelet. You can even add some broccoli sprouts, which are loaded with antioxidants, phytochemicals, and sulforaphane. Perfect for gut health and brain health. Another quick and easy breakfast recipe is toast. And today we have toast 3 different ways. The first one is our fan favorite avocado toast. Everyone's familiar with this. Take your favorite avocado and go ahead and scoop it onto your toast. Here I have sourdough toast, which I really like for its easy digestibility, and it's natural probiotics as well. You can go ahead and smash that avocado onto your toast. You can even do a simple seasoning like salt, pepper, whatever you'd like, or fan favorite, everything but the bagel seasoning. You can go ahead and sprinkle that right on. Perfect. I like to add some chili flakes just for some extra spice, but that's up to you. You can even add some broccoli sprouts, some microgreens for some added phytochemicals and antioxidants. And there you go. Ready. Another sweet option, but that's also really healthy for you, is an almond butter or any type of nut butter toast. So go ahead and grab whichever nut butter you prefer. I have unsweetened almond butter here. And please be mindful to check the ingredients of your nut butters because a lot of them do have vegetable seed oils. So the ingredients for this one is just almonds and salt. And you'll notice that it's a very beautiful, creamy, thick consistency. You can go ahead and slap that on the toast. And to add some natural sweetness to this, we're going to add some fresh blueberries, which are in season. You can also do sliced bananas. You can do raw, unsweetened cacao nibs, your choice. You can do blackberries, raspberries, whatever you would like. You can even add a sprinkling of some hemp seeds for extra protein. And there you go, our second toast, almond butter plus blueberry toast. An interesting thing that people don't know about toast is you can actually have a very hearty, savory toast as well. So here we have some hummus, and today we're going to combine both hummus and avocado. So you can go ahead and take any type of hummus. You can buy it in the shops, or you can make your own. This one I made at home. It's very easy to make. All you need is some chickpeas, some tahini, garlic, lemon, and some olive oil, ground cumin, and paprika. Go ahead and spread that hummus. And then you can also add some slices of avocado, or if you prefer them mashed, you can add those too. And you can also add some more of those broccoli sprouts as well. And there you have it, a savory toast with both hummus and avocado topped with some broccoli sprouts. And this is toast 3 different ways. Better breakfast, better you. So I hope you found this very helpful. If you don't have time to whip up a breakfast the day of, because mornings can be very hectic, taking the children to school, getting yourselves out the door, you can prep the night before with something like chia pudding. If you don't have time to prep the night before, or let's say you forgot, then you can always whip up something really quickly like the Kifer. You can even put all your breakfast ingredients on one side of the refrigerator so it's easy access in the morning. And just remember that we want to make sure that these breakfasts have low sugar, high fiber, which is important for growing children's brains and helps them with concentration in school. We want to avoid the refined sugars like the high sugar cereals because that's not going to foster any brain development or healthy immunity in children. We want to aim for at least 30 different types of fruits, veggies, even spices in an entire week. And these are some excellent options for you. I hope you enjoy them. Thank you so much.
So, if you really like this video, here's another one that I think you'll really enjoy. And if you want to see one of my latest videos, click over here. And of course, don't forget to go to my website, where you will see lots of educational resources and find out how you can arrange or book a consultation with me.